Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? My name is Taria Vision Avant, and this is another edition of As Real as It Gets TV. We are so excited to have you guys here. So welcome to everybody that is here. If you have not already started doing so, you already know what time it is. This is time for you to share what it is that you do. Even if you're watching the replay, we do not mind. Go ahead and let everybody know if you are an entrepreneur, aspiring entrepreneur, if you're a corporate climber, or you're a mom, dad, whatever it is, let us know what you do. And also be sure to include your website if you have it. You just never know how being on here on this show, putting your information up there, somebody may be looking for what you have to offer. So make sure that you do introduce yourself. I know we have a lot of people that are watching us right now from all over. We're broadcasting live on Facebook. We're broadcasting on YouTube. We're broadcasting on Twitter, aka Periscope. But even for those of you who are watching the replay, hey, how you doing? Okay, I'm so excited to have you guys here. So again, super pumped up, super excited. Please don't hesitate to post your information so that we can definitely shout you out. Now, let me just tell you what As Real as It Gets TV is all about. My goal for this show is that we're able to bring you some of the best in entrepreneurship from coaches, leaders, speakers, influencers, etc., so that you get an opportunity to connect and learn about different ways that you can grow your business. This is a show that is put together by Urban CEO Network, which is our nonprofit organization. Urban actually stands for unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. We also have our academy where you are able to join, and one of the new trainings that are going to be uploaded to our academy is writing your book. In fact, yours truly is going to be the educator for that particular training for this month. I've helped more than 5,000 plus entrepreneurs to write books to grow their business. That is my specific audience. I like to work with entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs who really want to figure out ways to separate themselves in this crowded world. So again, guys, as you come on in, I'm just looking down to see if anybody has shared their details. Make sure to share your information so that I can shout you out. All right. So before we get into today's show, I want to also make sure that we pay some bills. So let's go ahead and check out this commercial. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Taria Vision Avant, and I wanted to just jump up here real quick and tell you, have you heard about the Urban CEO Network? Darling, if you have not heard about Urban CEO, then you need to make sure that you jump on board. Right now, we have a special so that you can actually be a part of our Urban CEO Academy, which is our monthly membership program, where not only do you get exclusive access to events, discounts, and things of that nature, but you also get training that's designed to help you to grow your business. Right now, you can join for 7 days for free and see what we're all about. All you need to do is go to urbanceoacademy.com and check us out for real. Like, we're the fastest growing organization right now, designed to help men and women that come from the urban community that want to grow in business, that want to grow in their career, or you simply just want to be able to grow in your life. Urban actually stands for unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. So come over here, check us out, join. We want you to be a part of what we're doing. 7 days free. You have really, it's a win-win situation, so you can see what we're all about. All right. So join. I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'm gonna talk to you later. Deuces. All right, y'all. Urban CEO Academy. Make sure if you have not joined us, go to urbanceoacademy.com today. With this month, we have a lot of great new stuff that's going to be there. In fact, we're even doing a giveaway where we're going to be making those announcements this particular week. We give away all types of goodies to our Academy members. And so all of our Academy members, we have been sending you out emails. Make sure that you check your emails so that we can announce you and really, celebrate you as being an Academy member. But with that, when we celebrate you, you get a chance to also be put up for a drawing where you can win some awesome gifts. Okay. So anyways, let me shout out some people that we have here watching us. I see Deirdre Parker. She is a virtual assistant, darling, and her website is dpcworldwide.com. dpcworldwide.com. Also, I want to shout out Tony King, Lighthouse Financial Solutions, LLC. We also have Angela Wynn, author, coach, and teaching women how to write a story about your life, out of Columbia, South Carolina. Hello. Guys, welcome. And as you come on in, please introduce yourself. I would also highly recommend to include your website, because you just never know who is going to be looking for You. Yes. How you doing? Okay, so look, I want to bring up one of our incredible ambassadors, which by the way, we have a lot of people who want to know how can I also plug into Urban CEO? Like, are there other things that I can do to serve? And one of the things that we are always looking for are ambassadors, okay? Now, in order to be an ambassador, you must become an Academy member. So you want to go to urbanceoacademy.com, and then you will have the opportunity to be an ambassador. As an ambassador, you also get to promote the Academy, but you also get opportunities for you to be highlighted on any of our platforms, whether it's our As Real as It Gets TV, our Urban CEO Summits, our conferences. We like to make sure that we give back to those individuals who are serving for us and out here in these streets letting people know about Urban CEO Network. And so I want to bring this young lady on because we're going to have a conversation. She actually helps entrepreneurs, and she'll tell everybody a little bit more about herself as when she does her special for today. But I do want to have a conversation about entrepreneurship. And I know we have a lot of people that are joining us in as well. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we'll do our best to shout everybody out. But I want to talk about business and entrepreneurship. Today more than ever, we have people who are becoming entrepreneurs. I mean, we're talking about thousands per day. However, the statistics still shows that 8 out of 10 entrepreneurs are not surviving, right? They're not surviving. And we want to be able to change that. That's one thing about Urban CEO that we want to help individuals with. We don't want you to just get out here and walk on faith or step out on faith and not see the kind of results. And so we really want to help you guys. So I wanted to bring up Tiasha Janae, and I wanted to talk to her a little bit about, some mistakes that she has seen, some of the entrepreneurs that she has worked with or aspiring entrepreneurs she has worked with, some of the mistakes that she's seen them make. So we have Tiasha Janae who is live with us. Hello, Tiasha. You are muted, Queen. Nope, we still cannot hear you. I am not sure. We can't hear you right now. We heard you earlier. I don't know what happened. Okay, well, do me a favor, Tiasha. Maybe go out and then come back in. Maybe go out and come back in, and that could possibly work. Are you able to do that? Okay, so as she tries to come back on in, I will definitely talk to you guys too. Hopefully, you can hear me as well. So hold on. Let's see if we can get her back on. 1 second, guys. Don't we love technology? Love it. 1 second, guys. Still cannot hear you. I don't know what happened. Okay, so we can't hear Tiasha. Tiasha, go ahead and shut down your Skype and then call all the way back in. And just call me on video, and we'll be able to get you. So until then, we will definitely make sure that we keep things a rocking and a rolling. How you guys doing? So I wanted to talk to you guys about entrepreneurship. So do me a favor for everybody is watching us live. I want to know, what do you think are some of the reasons why entrepreneurs do not succeed in business? Like, why do entrepreneurs fail? And while we're doing that, let me just shout out some additional people who are here. We have Minister Jay Simmons, and he says that I'm not sure. He just was letting me know some comments. Thank you so much, Minister Jay Simmons. I appreciate you with Real Talk Sports. We also have Zainab Carter, or as my daddy would call her, Zainab. She is the owner of A Plus Stars Cleaning, aplusstarscleaning.com in Atlanta, Georgia. Guys, if you need your house cleaned, you need, hold on. There she goes. She called back in. We'll make sure we're going to see if we can hear her. If you need your house cleaned or if you need your businesses cleaned, she handles it all. Are you there, Tiasha? I'm not hearing you still. So let's see. I don't know why I can't hear you. When I heard her before we got up here, y'all, we could hear fine. I'm telling you, this broadcasting is the worst sometimes because it always wants to cut up when we go live. Lord Jesus. So anyways, let's get into this conversation, guys. I do not know how we're going to get her to go live so we can hear her. I'm definitely trying to definitely pull her in. Right. They do not want us to be great. Tiasha, I do not know. I don't know if you maybe want to try different on your computer or something else, because I definitely would love for you to be able to get up here and share. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, my microphone, you can hear me. So I believe that as long as you can hear me, I should be able to hear you. So your microphone for us is not working, Queen. So if you can, try to see what you could do. But anyways, let's get into this conversation, because I don't want to hold you guys up for long. I definitely want you guys to have conversations. So I know some of you guys are saying lack of effort. From Deirdre, she says lack of effort is some of the reasons why entrepreneurs don't succeed. Let's see, faith, but with improper planning. I believe that's what you wanted to say. Hey, Rhonda, definitely we miss you today. We wish you were here. But yeah, so, I will tell you, the first thing is that if we fail to plan, we plan to fail. A lot of times entrepreneurs are not planning their businesses, right? We've got to be willing to plan out our businesses. And one of the things that we did in our last training, which hopefully you guys did plug in, we literally broke down a calendar and kind of broke out what we should be doing on a weekly basis. And I find that if I was to ask majority of most entrepreneurs, let me see your calendar, I promise you, many of them will not have a calendar that is planned out with not only just busy work, but income producing activity. A lot of entrepreneurs find themselves in spaces where they're just super busy, doing a whole lot of busy work. And to me, busy work is anything that is opposite of you collecting a coin. So busy work is going to networking events. Busy work is, what else? Sending messages online or sending out emails. That's busy work. Income producing activity, the only kind of income producing activity that I qualify as income producing activity is when I have made a financial offer. That means when I tell the opposite person, this is the price, how do you want to get started? That is where you make a financial offer, right? Whether you're doing it through phone, whether you're sending them to your page, you've got to be able to make sure that you are actually doing income producing activity. And many entrepreneurs today find themselves in the busy rat race. And another thing, guys, I like to make sure that wherever I spend my energy is going to be in places where there's potential clients, okay? Going to, a whole lot of networking events where all you're doing is communicating with other entrepreneurs may not always be the best move for you. It just depends on what your product or your service is. For me, I've been able to have some of my best success in more relaxed environments, non-business environments, as well as conferences. I have gone to conferences that cost money, where you have to make an investment, and generally where there are conferences where people make investments, because I know who my audience is, I have better success than going to anybody's networking event. And so you got to make sure that if you are going to be doing busy work, the busy work is also producing activity that leads into income producing activity. But let's see what else you guys are also saying. Life happens and everyone isn't mentally equipped to handle the obstacles. I tell you, that's another thing too. Zainab, I'm going to post this right here. I definitely believe that, for all of us, we got to understand that life happens to us all, right? I was just putting up a post just the other day, probably yesterday, on social media, and I put a picture where I was saying, this is how I feel sometimes, right? So instead of putting a picture of all smiles, I wanted to put a picture to show everybody, like, this is real life, how I feel, many times, because, and I won't even just say being an entrepreneur. I'll just say being alive is hard. And for many of us, it's not easy for some of us to handle some of life's obstacles. One thing could, really shut many of us down for days, weeks, months, right? And so when we understand that life does happen to us all, we understand that, I feel like it's better. It makes it easier for us to understand that, okay, I'm not in this alone. I promise you, every single circumstance, situation, whatever it may be, every single thing that you could think of, there is somebody else who is dealing with it and they are pushing through. My question is that going to be you? And so I definitely agree with you on that one. Allowing failure to stop progress. Yes, Candy, that's also a really big one. I mean, guys, let's think about how many people that we know that gave up because they failed one time. When you think about some of the most successful people in the world, none of them, I promise you, 100% of the most successful people in the world will never tell you that they have not failed. In fact, they will probably tell you that they have failed more than anybody in their industry. And so we cannot allow failures to keep us, right? Rhonda says, I think one of the major things is that entrepreneurs is they try to handle everything themselves. Rhonda, let me tell you something, Queen, honey, that right there is some major tea as well. I'm gonna tell you, I started helping entrepreneurs to write books back in 2014. And when I first started, I was doing everything by myself. Okay. And so, I mean, literally with the exception of the editing, because I am not a grammar person. If anybody knows, you know. So I always had an editor that would edit my books, but I know how to pretty much do everything. Which, by the way, I always tell people in business that it is important that you do understand the workings of your business. Like, don't be ignorant to certain aspects of it. So I know how to do everything. I know how to format books. I know how to create book covers. I know how to create it all. But what was happening is, as our client base was growing, we were expanding, and this is what happens to a lot of people. People get proud of being solopreneurs. Honey, let me tell you something. You cannot build a huge business by yourself. And so what I had to learn how to do was had to bring other people on. But, even through that process, I've had to learn a lot too, because, I started bringing on what I would call educators at that time, right? So we brought on educators that would help to bring in other clients or customers, but they would also help with managing the project. Well, the challenge with that is that I also had to learn how to bring in other people, because where I brought some educators in, some of them were not loyal to sticking with the company. And if I could say the best possible way that I could say it, many of them were starting to feel like maybe this is something that they could do themselves, or they didn't really have a passion to work with the company. And so they learned all that they could learn and then decided to branch out to start their own business. Now, whether or not their business is succeeding, that is beyond me, and that's not my business. But what I do understand is that you can never build anything significant by yourself. And so not only do you have to know how to resource and outsource and bring other people in, but you got to know how to be effective. I have gone through so many different people, from different virtual assistants to different assistants. I have gone through different project managers. It has been a process. And one thing I have come to learn is that even when you fall on your ASS, that you need to get yourself back up and keep it moving. But you cannot do everything by yourself. There is no way in this world that I can focus on getting new clients and at the same time doing everything for everybody's book. Like within my program alone, not only do we help you to get your book done, we help you to get your cover, we help you to get a website, we create a capture page, flyers, like all these different things. When I first got started, I was doing by myself. So if I'm allocating all my time to do the work, then how do I go out and get more clients? Or how do I go out and do more one-on-one calls? How do I go out and do more webinars, workshops? I can't. So many challenges that many entrepreneurs have is they so busy trying to hold on to everything by themselves. And the truth is this, guys, if you want to scale your business, you're going to have to learn how to relinquish some of your responsibilities. Now, if I could give you one little tip, and this is just a personal tip, don't let somebody know every single thing about the business. And I'm going to be very transparent here. So what I've had to learn how to do is, unless like I could totally trust them, and that's far and few between, right? Though I mean, to this day, there's probably just about a couple people that I can say that I can trust them with teaching them everything, and they would still stay faithful and loyal to the movement. But guys, what I've come to learn is that, okay, let's just say that you have a real estate company and you want to bring people in. So what you're not trying to find is another you. And that's where we make a mistake. We want everybody to be us. I need somebody that can be me and duplicate me. No, you need to have people that can come in to do certain parts of what you do. From someone that makes cold calls to someone who does inspections. Then you have someone who does this. And you have different people for different parts of the business, okay? So that they can be really, really good at that. And another thing you also have to know is that when you do bring on people, nobody will ever be as good as you. Nobody will ever do everything that you would do. And you have to learn that that's okay. I'd rather have somebody that's going to be at least 90% as good as me than me trying to spread myself too thin and then end up with no percentage because I can't do everything, or I'm having clients that are upset or disappointed, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that's very important as well. Very good, very good. Let me see. Another challenge, yes, indeed. I will say Angela Wynn. Angela's on my watch party, so I'll just share this. And for those of you, if you want me to put your comment on the screen, you need to make sure that when you're watching us live, you want to watch us from the Urban CEO Network within the group or the Facebook like page, our business page, okay? But Angela did say they don't find their specific client. That's another thing. So Angela Wynn, one thing. Angela actually was a part of our coaching mastermind, and what's crazy is, and I share this all the time, that Angela actually helps people to write books too, but she has a different audience, right? And shout out to Angela Wynn, because I know that she's been securing clients lately. Congratulations, get that money. Hold on, let me do it real sound. Yes, Angela Wynn. But one of the things we sat down was we identified who would be her audience, her target audience, what challenges they have, and how do you solve them. Many entrepreneurs, I've seen it all the time. I used to go to networking events until I realized that I was going to all these networking events and I was getting no clients from them. It was just it was like a big clique. That's what we were building, a whole lot of cliques. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm just not a fan of building a whole lot of cliques that's going nowhere. And no disrespect, but I'm just not a clique girl. I like to build relationships and build collaborations that are designed to be win-wins for everybody, right? So anyways, one time I was at this networking event and I was paying attention to how many people got up and said, my client is, or who I serve is anyone who ... And a lot of times it's like, for example, they'll say anyone who wants insurance. Nobody wants insurance, first of all. Let me just say that, right? Don't nobody want to pay no insurance, right? But if you had a specific audience, like let's just say, instead of saying anyone who wants insurance, you could say something like, well, I work with newly single mothers who are trying to find the best rate for their auto insurance because I know that your money is very limited. See, the thing when you are very specific and you know who you serve, you also know where you should be. You also know where you should hang. You're not going to be at any and every environment. You're not going to be all over the place. But also, when you are specific, you are more valuable. Guys, and I'm sure some of you maybe have heard this before, who gets paid the most money? A general doctor or a brain surgeon, okay? Let's just say you have a family doctor. He gets paid, and then you have a brain surgeon. Who gets paid the most? The brain surgeon. You know why the brain surgeon gets paid the most? Is because he is specialized in an area. So not only does he know how to do everything the general doctor does, but he has a specialty. He doesn't operate as well on the heart and on the toes. He is specifically the brain surgeon. And by the way, because he's figured out his niche, he works less and gets paid more. When you know who you serve, it's not as hard to get out here in the marketplace. And so you definitely got to know who you serve. Hello, how you doing? Okay, let me see. Let me look at some more of your comments. Candy says, need to get one business up and running correctly and producing money before starting a new business. Amen. Hallelujah. Let me tell you something. So I did another video the other day where I was telling everybody, a lot of people get multiple streams of income confused with multiple businesses. Those are two different things, okay? Multiple streams of income means that, let's just say I do podcasting, right? I'm a podcaster, a professional podcaster, and I've decided that I want to create a podcast course and become a coach in podcasting, okay? So I launch a business as a podcast coach. Now, as a podcast coach, how can I turn what I do into multiple streams of income? Well, number one, you could be like Miss Renee Sunday or Dr. Renee Sunday, who is she has her book coming out on podcasting, and she is a podcast coach. And guess what? So she has one stream of income through her coaching, but she also has now a new stream of income through her what? Her book. So she's created a book, which is another stream of income. Then if I was a podcast coach, I would partner up with some of these companies that have podcast microphones. Example, like this microphone that you guys see right here. This is a Yeti microphone, and I would either partner up with Yeti if I had a decent following, and if I was not able yet to partner up, I would build an affiliate program with them. Like I could get an affiliate account with Amazon, and so I can make sure that I refer that. Or you can create your own, like I know a young lady who does podcasting coaching as well. And what she has is she has her podcasting kit. And so she puts together this kit, microphone, boom mic, couple of other items and stuff like that. and she charges a nominal fee that goes along with our high ticket program. And so now you have become a podcasting coach, but along that title, you've built multiple streams of income. Where most people get confused, they say, well, okay, well, I'm going to be a podcast coach, and then I'm going to be a life coach, and then I'm going to be a business coach, and then I'm also going to start real estate, and I'm going to do hair. Excuse me, that's 5 different businesses. And another thing is being a podcast coach and a life coach and a business coach. Those are 3 different types of coaches. And the last time I checked, nobody hires, listen, y'all, nobody hires an NFL coach, a head NFL coach that also on the same time coaches in tennis. No, you cannot coach both NFL and tennis and expect to get paid the big bucks. And so for all of y'all coaches out here who have these multiple titles, you got to figure out as well, who are you serving? Okay, who is your audience and what is the one result that you actually provide? And so you want to figure out how can you get one good, strong business, build a foundation. Now, I'm not saying that if you're for example, if you are a podcast coach, you won't do life coaching in the you might. Because I'm telling you, sometimes you got to dig into people's personal situations so that they can understand what's causing them to take action. But for me, and this is why I don't even get hung up on titles, because all of that's irrelevant. Really, what's relevant are the results that you provide, right? So again, if you wanted to get into real estate and you wanted to be, making 6 figures in real estate, flipping homes, it's going to be quite difficult if you have 2 other businesses that you're also trying to make 6 figures in at the same time. But see, what most people do is they build a strong foundation of one business. They get it to the point where they can now allocate other people to do certain tasks. So it frees up more of their time. And now because they have more free time, they can go out and maybe launch or leverage their free time to do something else. Hopefully this makes sense. All right, guys. So again, how many of you guys, if anybody else has some additional comments on things that you want to add in regards to what keeps entrepreneurs from having success, please leave your comments. Because I think it's very important that you understand that we get all this, because you guys are leaving some really good information. Denise Ayeka says all business owners should write a book to gain exposure and credibility. Thank you, Denise. Denise is actually one of our brand new authors of Life of an Entrepreneur that we launched, right? It was Life of an Entrepreneur, or was it the Scars book that we just recently launched in Houston, Texas? So definitely. Well, let me see. I don't know if we were able to bring her back on. I'm going to see if we can try to get her back on the line real quick. But you guys are leaving some really, really good tips here. Hello? I am still not hearing you. What in the world? Mute and unmute. Let me see. Do you have headphones plugged in or something? Try to unmute it again, because I just unmuted it. I just muted it. So try to unmute your line and see if that works. Nope, I still can't hear you. You might need to plug in. Okay, I thought it was Life of an Entrepreneur. Honey, I've been doing so many books. It's still not working, so I don't know what's going on, Tiasha. Tiasha, thank you so much for trying to be here today. We had our other co-hosts were not able to make it, and our guest speaker, unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Hopefully everything is okay, but y'all know the show must go on. I've made a commitment that we're going to be live with you guys every Monday and Thursday, and Tiasha tried to make it, y'all. She really did. She really tried to pull up on us, but for some reason the audio is not working. And I know that our other co-hosts had some situations, but let me tell you something. That's one great thing about being an ambassador, because our ambassadors are committed to this. And even with challenges, guys, guess what? We still make it happen. Well, real quick, I want to also shout out another event, the Profits Conference. This is a live event. For those of you guys who are in Atlanta, Georgia, you need to pull up on us right now. If you go to www.theprofitsconference.com, you can learn all of these great things. We have stuff on how to change your mindset to make money, writing the story before you run out of time, how to unleash the best in you after starting all over, valuing your business to the next level. Guys, when I say we have so many different topics for the Profits Conference, this is a full day of value. And guess what? we're going to be doing giveaways. So go and get your tickets right now. You can get a ticket to the Profits Conference for $20. Now, remember what I told you. Some of the best environments you can ever be in are environments where you must invest, okay? And I'm being honest. And for $20, this is honestly a joke. The information that you guys are going to hear and learn, it is going to be valued at way more than that. So go and get your tickets today by going to www.theprofitsconference.com. All right. So guys, you guys have all really been plugging in and engaging. I feel like the information that we talked about has been very powerful. If I can actually leave you with some more stuff, of course, I believe, like, Denise was saying, that all entrepreneurs should write a book. One of the bigger challenges as well is that I don't believe that any industry is saturated. I've heard people talk about, you get into this company, it's saturated and stuff like that. I don't believe in that. The reason why I don't believe in saturation is because every single day there's somebody else that's turning the age of your target audience. Every single day there's multiple people who are turning the age of your target audience. And notice I said age because, when I have people that'll say, well, I can serve any age. No, you need to target it down, because the challenges that an 18-year-old has is not the same of a 25-year-old. And it's not the same of a 40-year-old. And it's not the same of a 60-year-old. See, every single different age has different challenges. And so when you know how to hone in on that specific audience that you serve, you're going to have more success. But one thing I do believe is that you should write a book. In fact, so much and so, I have created an article as well as a free masterclass. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys love free, okay? Because I like to get the free information before I make an investment into myself. I like to make sure it makes sense. So all you have to do is go to www.abookin30days.com, abookin30days.com. When you go there, you're going to see a quick little video, but it's going to give you the option to join a free masterclass, okay? Now, this masterclass, guys, is designed to give you the inside secrets and reasons to why many authors do not have success, so that even if you are already an author or you are a future author, you do not make those mistakes. And for everybody who goes there, www.abookin30days.com, you will also get some free literature that's going to be emailed to you. One is going to be the 6 reasons why you should write a book. And my goal with this particular ebook is to really open up your mindset so that you understand the value behind being an author and how to leverage your book. And then I also give you some free tips on marketing. So 5 ways to marketyourbook.com as well. All right. So make sure, guys, you go to abookin30days.com to sign up for this free masterclass. If you're saying, I'm really ready to go ahead and get this book done, you need to plug in. Thank you so much, Candy. Yes, ma'am. Free 99. Free 99. Hey. Hey, okay. Free 99. Abookin30days.com is where you guys want to go. Well, look, this is the deal. We've got As Real as It Gets TV that's going to be live, broadcasting live every single Monday and Thursday. I cannot promise you that we will not have technical difficulties, because as you can see, I couldn't even bring my girl up here because she was ready to give y'all some good tea. How you doing? Okay. And so with that stated, guys, we're still going to make this thing happen, and we'll continue to get this thing rocking and rolling. If you are interested in being a part of the Urban CEO Academy, make sure you go to urbanceoacademy.com today. Join the movement. I'm going to be having a full training as well for all Academy members on writing that book and getting yourself started. But guys, I'm telling you this. This is going to be one of the most fastest growing organizations ever. Urban CEO Network, we are lighting it up. We are also looking to open. So let me give you a couple of announcements, and then we will get this thing done. So here are the announcements for today. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me pull this down. All right. So first announcement. Urban CEO in Atlanta is at the moment going to be, the Urban CEO Summit is going to be June the 13th. And also in Houston, June the 27th. We will have limited free tickets available, and then tickets will be sold for $20, okay? As an ambassador, guys, I want you to understand all ambassadors will be able to get some really, really specials. So make sure if you are an ambassador that you register ASAP, because you will also be able to invite people to register for the summit, okay? Also, we are looking to open in 3 new markets. One, possibly Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you know anybody in Charlotte who has some leadership qualities, how you doing? we definitely want you to invite them to join the academy. We're also looking to open in New York and possibly Miami or Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So we are definitely looking for ambassadors as well as market leaders to join us in those potential areas. If any ambassadors are in that market and you feel that you are a team player, let us know. Also, another thing I wanted to announce is the Urban CEO Conference is coming to Atlanta October the 16th, 17th, and 18th. Guys, I want you to know tickets are not available just yet, but when we make the official announcements of our keynote speakers, the breakout sessions, what's going to be happening, you're going to lose your mind. And I want you guys to know seating is extremely limited. We are maxing it out at 200 people. So when tickets go on sale, do not be that person waiting until the last minute. I'm telling you, nothing comes to someone who's a procrastinator. Do you hear me? Nothing comes to someone who's a procrastinator. So put these in your calendar. June the 13th, Atlanta. June 27th, Houston. October 16th, 17th, 18th. This is our national conference where everyone all over the United States is flying into Atlanta. So this is not just an Atlanta event like our summits. This is a national event, okay? So you want to go ahead and get your flights, get your flight. You can get a flight right now to Atlanta from the 16th to the 18th for the low. So go ahead and get your flights. The 16th, we will not start until about 6 p.m. And then we'll be finishing on the 18th around 4 p.m. So if you want to get your flights, to accommodate that, get it. Now, this is the deal. How many of you guys feel that you should be recognized for your hard work? Well, hopefully you do feel that you should. And a lot of times with these opportunities, we only can get recognized if somebody nominates us. Well, we don't operate that way. We have an opportunity for every single one of you to be nominated into our who's who of urban CEOs. Now, this is all that you have to do. First of all, we definitely want you to nominate other people, but if you feel that you fit one of our top 8 categories, all you need to do, guys, and I'll just, you know what, I'll show you the website. Let me show you the website. Y'all want to see the website real quick? 1 second. You're going to go to www.urbanceonetwork. Let me learn how to type. network.com/nominate, okay? /nominate. So hold on, let me pull it up so you guys can see. You're going to /nominate. And this is where you're going to go. We have 8 categories, guys. CEO on the rise, inspirational CEO, community leader CEO, talented CEO, young achiever CEO, top CEO, and top CEO, okay? I put the he in all caps just so y'all know we did not make a mistake. Yes, Urban CEO is not just a women's only organization. We are a men and women and youth organization, okay? So if you know someone that deserves to be nominated, you need to go and nominate them. But also, most importantly, if you want to nominate yourself, go nominate yourself. Now, what's going to happen, guys, is we're going to have nominations this entire month of March and April. Literally, we're going to have hundreds of nominations in. At the end of April, April the 25th, is when we will close nominations. You will then be notified if you are selected as one of the top 10 of that category, okay? So what we will also do is we're going to, once you are announced as one of the top 10, you will get an opportunity to be recognized at the Urban CEO Conference. That means you are automatically going to be included into our Who's Who of Urban CEO magazine. You don't have to do anything else. However, we will announce the official winner at the conference, okay? So all the top 10 categories, guys, we're telling you guys, 8 different categories, you have the opportunity to be selected in one of them. So we recommend go ahead and get nominated, but don't just nominate yourself. You know, I'm a big believer that how you do anything is how you do everything. And the seed that you sow shall be the harvest that you reap. And if you want people to celebrate you, you've got to also learn how to celebrate other people. You know, I've been going to different people's events, plugging in. Somebody messaged me just the other day, said, man, I really love the way that you support other people. And for me, it's not supporting because I don't think I'm too good. I don't think I'm all that, you know, I don't think that I can never not be empowered or learn or any of that. I believe that the way that we all grow in our community as an urban community, if we want to have success, it starts with us. We shouldn't just show up to stuff because, somebody invited us. We should show up to stuff because this is who we are. We want our community to grow and last forever. The way you build a strong foundation is not just to support, but be there to learn, be there to participate, be there to serve. And I'm going to tell you guys, for this year of 2020, your girl Taria Vision Avant, as well as all of our ambassadors, we're going to be serving bigger and better than we ever have. I'm looking for so many platforms that I can serve and be a part of, because I understand that in order for me to get the things that I desire to have in my life, I've got to make sure that I am doing right by the people who are in my life. So with that stated, y'all, boom, this is the day that the Lord has made. This is another show of As Real As It Gets TV. My name is Taria Vision Avant. We will be back live on Mondays and Thursdays. And if you want to watch the replay, all you have to do, guys, is go to asrealisitgetstv.com. You can actually see all the replays from all the shows that we have done. Yes, darling. Yes, and we will try to get Tiasha Janae back on possibly this Thursday so she can share her quote. I don't know what the heck happened to her audio because everything was just fine when she was on earlier. Okay, so we're going to figure that out and we'll have her back on our next show. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, you guys make sure that you stay right in this place. Remember, urban stands for unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. Darling, that is who we are. We are the bridge between the urban community and business success. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next show. Thank you.